Hello, welcome to Pause, Practice, Play. Today I will be guiding us through our Power Vinyasa Flow, or Vinyasa Power Flow, however I want to say it. Thank you for being here, whether you're catching this live or on the replay. Thank you so much for being here today. As we move through this class, if you're finding me on Twitch, please do like, share, and follow if you're finding value from these daily practices. Same thing on YouTube. If you're finding value from these daily practices, please do like, share, and subscribe. And thank you if you are finding me on LinkedIn or Facebook. Thank you for being here. Let's get into our practice today. We're going to start in a wide leg seat. Here, you might bring in a blanket beneath your seat for a little bit more support. Send your legs wide. Flex your toes. And feel the support beneath your seat and the support of your spine. And we'll take a few deep breaths here. You can rest your hands on the ground in front of you or on your thighs, wherever feels best here for you. As you breathe in, filling up the belly, feel that expands through front and back ribs. As you breathe out, feeling your ribs pull back to center, gentle draw of your belly in, full breath out. And then here we'll start with wrist circles. So circling your hands around your wrists one way, warming up the hands, wrists, and forearms, and then circling the other way. Maybe releasing any tension if you do happen to do some typing for work, releasing the tension there. And then we'll close the fingers into the palms, open your hands wide. Close your fingers in, hi Smokey. Open your hands wide. Once more, close your fingers in, open your hands, and then flicking the fingers. So here, bringing the tops of your fingers inside the pad of your thumb. And just start flicking the fingers as though flicking water off the fingers or flicking a bug away. Breathe, strengthening here, wrists, forearms, and hands, and fingers. See how fast you can move your fingers here. Couple more deep breaths. Breathe through the discomfort, feel the strength. One more deep breath in and release. Shake it out. Rest your hands, lift your shoulders up, inhale. Roll your shoulders back and down, exhale. Shoulders up, breath in, back and down. And once more, shoulders up, back and down. Circle your arms forward and up, inhale. Reach your arms back and down, exhale. Forward and up, finding your range of motion, noticing your range of motion through the shoulders, back and down, forward and up, breath in, back and down, and then circling the other way around, reaching your arms back and up, inhale, circle forward and down, back and up, breath in, forward and down, back and up, and then here release into a wide leg, seated forward fold, folding forward, releasing your hands to the ground. Maybe the forearms come down, folding to your degree. Bring as deep a bend to the knees as you need. Breathe. Breath in. On your exhale, walk your hands over to your right leg. Continue to breathe here, couple breaths. On your breath in, return to center. And then walk your hands over to your left leg. Breathe. And then here, coming back to center, walk your hands back, rising back up to a tall seat. Lift your shoulders up, roll your shoulders back and down. Open your arms out to a T, breath in, rotating through belly and chest, twist to your right, breath out. Come back to center, inhale, twist to your left. Center, twist to your right. Center, twist to your left. Center, once more, twist to your right. Center, twist to your left. And then coming back to center, right hand down inside your right leg toward your left. Left arm up and over to your right. Coming back through center, inhale. Left arm down toward your right leg, right arm up and over to your left. Center, breath in. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Center. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Center, once more through, right arm down, left arm up and over. Center, left arm down, right arm up and over. Yes, man, coming back to center here, relax your arms, bring your legs long in front of you, and then slide your heels in, bringing a bend to your knees. If you do have support beneath your seat, remove that support so your sit bones are anchored firmly to the ground. Reach your arms out in front of you, modified boat, toes flexed. Breath in. As you exhale, open your arms to a T. Reach your arms up, keeping your arms out wide. Breath in. Pull your elbows into the sides of your body. Breath out. Reach your arms forward. Inhale. Pull your elbows back. Rotate your forearms out. Reach your arms open to a T. Breath in. Close strong to your chest. Breath out. Palms face each other. Inhale. Open. Squeeze through your back. Reach your arms up and out. Inhale. Pull your elbows into the sides of your body. Exhale. Reach forward. Breath in. Pull your elbows back. Rotate your forearms out. Arms open to a T. Close your arms. Palms face each other once more through. Arms open to a T. Reach your arms up and out. Inhale. Pull your elbows into the sides of your body. Exhale. Reach forward. Breath in. Pull your elbows back. Rotate your forearms out. Arms open to a T. Close your arms. Reach up. Inhale. Legs long. Forward fold. Exhale. And again, here, as deep a bend to the knees as you need to help facilitate that fold. Couple more deep breaths. And then on your breath in, rising back up to a tall seat, bring your knees in, shift your weight to tabletop. Claw hands here, anchor through the pads of your fingers, heels of your hands. Keep some space between the center of your hands and your mat. Cat cow. On your exhale, cat, press down with your hands, lift your belly, round your back. All breath in, drop your belly, chest forward, tailbone lifts. Cat, exhale. Cow, inhale. And a few more here, moving on your own with your breath. Flexion and extension through the spine. Breathe. Next breath in, return to neutral spine. Draw your hips slightly back, curling your toes under. Breath in. On your exhale, hover your knees above the mat, about an inch or two. Lower your knees. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Squeeze through the abs. Lower your knees. Breath in. Once more, lift here. Send your hips as far back as you can. Straightening out through the arms, taking some of that extension out of the wrists, and then drop your heels to or toward the ground, lifting your hips toward the ceiling or the sky. On your inhale, too many pieces of jewelry. Here, on your inhale, we'll send the right leg back and up. Bend your knee, press your heel up and over toward the back of your left hip. Continue pushing the ground away. Breathe. Square your hips. Right leg long behind you. Breath in. Knee to right elbow. Shift forward, shoulders above wrists. Send your leg back and high. Inhale. Knee to left elbow, crossing your body, squeezing through here, your right obliques. Send your leg back and up. Inhale. Knee to nose, press strong through your hands, broad through your back. Send your leg back and up. And return your foot to the ground. Pedal out your feet, breath in. High plank, shift forward, shoulders above wrists. Press strong through your hands. Inhale. Lower all the way or halfway. Cobra, thighs grounded or upward facing dog, thighs lifted. Downward facing dog. Press down through your hands, send your hips back and high. Breathe. Left leg lifts back and up. Inhale. Bend your knee, press your heel up and over toward the back of your right hip. Square your hips. Left leg long behind you, breath in. Knee to left elbow, shift forward, shoulders above wrists. Send your leg back and up. Inhale. Knee to right elbow, cross your body. Leg back and up, breath in. Knee to nose, press strong through your hands, broad through your back. Send your leg back and up, and return your toes to your mat. Deep breath in. High plank, lower all the way down. Drop both arms down alongside your body, palms down. Chin or forehead to your mat. Breath in. Zip your legs together, locust pose. Lift your head, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, legs. Lower everything down. Breath in. Lift. Breath out. Lower down. Inhale. Once more, lift. Strong through your back. Stay for breath in. Lower down. Breath out. Hands under shoulders. Tilt your ribs up for a small cobra. Downward facing dog. Here coming through tabletop or high plank. Send your hips back and high. Deep breath in. Empty your breath. Step walk or gently hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fingertips to the ground or hands to shins or thighs. Look forward, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Press strong through your feet. Reach your arms out and up. Camera, follow me when I wanted to. Reach your arms out, up and back. Breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, look forward, inhale. Fold, exhale, half sun salutations here. Press down to your feet. Reach your arms out, up and back. Extension to the spine. Forward fold for flexion. Exhale. Halfway lift. Neutral spine. Breath in. Fold. Breath out. Press strong through your feet. Rise and reach. Inhale. Hands to prayer. From here, we'll get a little bit into balance, shifting your weight to your left foot. On your exhale, send your right knee forward and up. Return your toes to the ground. Breath in. Slide your toes back and up. Toes to center. Inhale. Slide your toes out to your right and up. Center. Send your knee forward and up. Toes to the ground. Slide your toes back and up, feeling that engagement through your right glute. Center. Slide your toes out to your right and up, engaging through the outer hip into the right obliques. Center once more through. Send your right knee forward and up. Center. Slide your toes back and up. Center. Slide your toes out and up. Here, we're going to drop the toes to the ground, still keeping your leg abducted or open out. A little bend to your left knee. Right hand can rest on your hip or drop to your thigh. Send your left hand high. Breath in. Reach up and over to your right. Breath out. Come back to center. Breath in. Reach up and over to your right. Breath out. Center. And once more, reach up and over. Okay, option to lift your right toes out and up, pressing strong through your left foot. Breathe. Creating this crescent shape through the right side of the body. And then bring everything to center, both hands high, returning your foot to the ground, forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift, breath in, fold, breath out. Press strong to your feet, arms reach out and up, inhale. Hands to prayer. Shift your weight to your right foot. Breath in, send your left knee forward and up. Return your toes to your mat, inhale. Slide your toes back and up, squeezing through the left glute. Toes to center. Slide your toes out to your left and up, engaging the outer hip and left obliques. Center. Send your knee forward and up. Toes to the ground. Slide your toes back and up. Center. Slide your toes out and up. Center once more through. Send your knee forward and up. Center. Slide your toes back and up. Center. Sliding your toes out to your left and up. And then here, keeping your leg abducted, drop your toes to the ground. Left hand to your hip or thigh, right hand high. Little bend to your right knee. Breath in. Reach up and over to your left. Breath out. Come back to center. Inhale. Reach up and over to your left. Exhale. Center. And once more, reach up and over. And stay. Option 2, lift your left toes out and up, pressing strong to your right foot. Breathe. And then bringing everything to center, both hands high. Return your foot to the ground. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift, fingertips to the ground or hands to shins or thighs. Look forward. Here, hips drop back and down. Send your arms out in front of you. Big step back with your left foot. Keeping your heel lifted. Ball of your foot to the ground. High crescent lunge. Press strong through your front foot. Reach up, breath in. Hands to prayer. Twist to your right. Stay for a couple breaths. Here, try to adjust this so that it is where I want it to be. And then unwinding from that twist, arms open to a T, palms face down. Spin your back heel down. Open up to warrior 2. Shoulders are over the hips. On your inhale, lift your front heel, engage in your calf. Reverse warrior, drop your left hand to your leg or low back, reaching your right hand high. Breathe. Side angle, front heel comes down. Right forearm light to your thigh, left hand high. Press strong through your heels and pressing strong through the pinky edges of your feet. Engaging your back quad and front hamstrings. Extended side angle, drop your right hand outside your right knee, anchoring your knee to your hand, left arm reaches up over your face. Reach your left arm back and down, look forward, pick your back heel up, high crescent lunge. Reach up, inhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Exhale. Bring your back foot forward, hands to prayer, halfway lift. Prayer, hips back and down. Big step back with your right foot, keeping your heel high, high crescent lunge. Reach up, breath in. Hands to prayer. Twist to your left, rotating through belly and chest. Press your palms together. Breathe. There's always the option to bring your back knee down if you need. And then here, unwind. Arms open to a T, palms down, back knee lifted. If it's grounded, back heel comes down and open to warrior two. Lift your front heel, reverse warrior. Right hand to your leg or low back, left hand high. On your exhale, side angle, front heel comes down, forearm to your thigh, right hand high. Continue pressing strong through your heels and through the pinky edges of your feet. And then here, extended side angle, dropping your left hand outside your knee anchored to your hand, right arm reaches up over your face. And then reaching your right arm back and down, look forward, pick your back heel up, high crescent lunge, reach up, inhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back, exhale, back foot forward, hands to prayer, halfway lift, high plank, palms come down, step your toes back, press strong through your hands, breath in, lower to belly and chest. Chin or forehead to your mat, hands under your shoulders. On your exhale, tilt your ribs up for a small cobra, ease your shoulders back. Lower down, inhale, small cobra, exhale. Lower down, breath in. Once more up to that small cobra. Lift your legs, cobra legs lifted. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, press strong through your hands, and send your hips back and high. Right leg rises back and up. Inhale. Bring your knee forward, set your foot behind your right wrist, high crescent lunge. Back heel stays lifted, reach your arms up, inhale. Hands to prayer, twist to your right. Unwind from your twist, arms open to a T, palms down. On your exhale, warrior two. Back heel comes down. Keep that lunge through your front knee. Lift your front heel, reverse warrior. Inhale, lay your arms back. Side angle to extended side angle. Front heel comes down, right hand outside your knee, left arm over your face. High crescent lunge. Reach your left arm back, down, Back heel up, arms up, hands to prayer, twist to your right. Here you can stay tall or drop your left elbow to or outside your right knee. Chair twist. Look toward the top of your mat. Bring your back foot forward, drop your hips back and down into that chair, keeping that twist. And then unwind from your twist and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Downward facing dog. Plant your palms, walk your toes back. Left leg lifts back and up, breath in. Bring your knee forward, set your foot behind your left wrist. Keep your back heel high. High crescent lunge. Press strong to your front foot. Reach up. Hands to prayer. Twist to your left. Unwind, arms out to a T. Open to warrior two. You might widen your stance. Lift your front heel, reverse warrior, lay your arms back. Side angle to extended side angle. Front heel down, left hand outside your knee, right arm over your face. High crescent lunge. Reach your right arm back, pick your back heel up, look forward, reach up. Hands to prayer, twist to your left. And here again, option, you can stay tall or drop your right elbow outside your left knee. Chair twist, look forward, and then bring your back foot forward, hips back and down, as much as you can, keeping your knees parallel. Unwind from your twist and release into ragdoll. Feet hip width, hands opposite elbows. And feel free to sway, shake or nod your head, or you can be mostly still. As deep a bend to the knees as you need. Hands to shins or thighs, look forward, inhale. Tear, hips back and down, reach forward. From here, shift your weight to your right foot. Pick your left foot up off the ground. Warrior three. Press your left heel back behind you. Continue reaching forward as you press your heel back. And then bring your back knee in, return your foot to the ground. Shift your weight to your left foot. Pressing strong with your left foot, lift your right foot up off the ground. And as you continue reaching your arms forward, press your right heel back behind you for your warrior three. Breathe. Bring your knee forward, return your foot to the ground. Here, arms open to a T. We'll turn our warrior three to airplane. Shift your weight to your right foot. Press down, lifting your left foot up off the ground. And then press your left heel back behind you. Bring your knee forward, return your foot to the ground. Shift your weight to your left foot, press down. Lift your right foot up off the ground. Press your heel back behind you, airplane. Bring your knee forward and return your foot to the ground. Breath in, hold. Halfway lift. Look forward, inhale. High plank, palms come down, step your toes back. Press strong with your hands. Lower your knees, child's pose. Knees wide, hips back, forehead rests on your mat. A few deep breaths here. And here you might shift the weight of your hips. Roll your forehead from side to side. Sink down to your hands, lift your head, walk your hands back. Shifting the weight of your hips, swing your legs out in front of you, heels to the top of your mat. Bring a little bend to your knees, reach forward, breath in, and gently lower your back to your mat. Point your toes, reach your arms up overhead, full body stretch, reach. Cross right ankle over left, wrap your left hand around your right wrist, and slide your limbs over to your left. Slowing down your breath, cooling down your body. And then coming back to center, full body stretch, reach. Cross left ankle over right, wrap your right hand around your left wrist. Slide your limbs over to your right. Breathe. A couple more breaths here. And then coming back to center, finding again that full body stretch. Bring your right knee up toward your chest, hands over your shin, hug it in. Right arm down, bring your knee across your body to the left. Bring your knee to center, send your leg long. Left knee up toward your chest, hands over your shin, hug it in. And then relaxing your left arm down, bring your knee across your body to the right. Bring your knee to center, send your leg long. Plant your feet on the ground, separate your feet wide, windshield wiper your knees, and let your knees fall together from one side to the other. Bring your knees to center, soles of your feet together, butterfly knees, hand to your belly, hand to your heart. And here, just a moment to notice, where do you feel strong in your body? Where do you feel strong in your mind? Gentle awareness to your emotional space, and aware of your whole body connection, mind, body, emotion, and spirit, however you conceptualize that for yourself. Sense of meaning. And then here, bringing your knees together, send your legs long, let your feet fall open, arms alongside your body, palms up, take up space. Together we breathe in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let everything go. Rest, body, mind, breath, here in our final pose, Shavasana. Feel free to rest here as long as you need. When you're ready, wiggle your toes, fingers, deepen your breath, waking up your body. Bring your knees up toward your chest. Reach your arms up overhead. Breath in. And here they roll to one side or rock up. Make your way to a comfortable seated position, resting your palms face down or face up on your knees. Lift your shoulders up. Inhale. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Exhale. Hands to prayer, thumbs to the center of your forehead. Wisdom, clarity, peace, and love guide you through the rest of your day and throughout your week. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale, bowing forward. Namaste is an expression meaning the divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, Ibeen. Whether you've caught this live or on the replay, as always, thank you for being here today. Boop, boop. And if you have found me here on Twitch, follow, like, share. If you have found me here on YouTube, follow, like, or share. Like, share, subscribe. Do the things if you're enjoying these daily practices. And again, we have pause, practice, play just about every day, and mindful or meditation for misfits also just about every day, pretty much daily. Every once in a while might take a little break, but pretty much daily practices here on wherever you're finding this. So, and YouTube and Twitch will be the best places to catch longer practices. I'll do a couple of longer practices a quarter, uh, uh, 45-minute long practices of movement and or meditation. And YouTube is the place to go for recorded practices. So right now on YouTube, I have a playlist called Yoga Prep. And this is a series of videos, and I'll be continuing to upload more. This is a series of videos that about 10 to 15 minutes long that help prepare you for dynamic Vinyasa flow like today's class. Not all classes are created equal, so not in every class do we get, depending on the teacher, where you're at, do we get a good warm up. So those are just to kind of fill in that gap, strengthen some areas that you might need a little bit more strength for certain types of practices. So, with that, as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. Take care of yourselves out there. Peace.